morning. Some hiker somewhere told me that getting dressed the next morning. All right, if you all who don't hike want to know what it's like to redress in the morning, wet your clothes in the kitchen sink at night, put them in the refrigerator, and then put them on the next morning. And that's pretty much. What do you think, Joel?
Yeah, first thing, just roll out of bed and put on wet clothes from the day before.
Oh my gosh. So we're going into town, so I'm just wearing my sleep clothes, but I did have to put on that little underlayer thing because me and my girls, and that woke me up. But look what we see. Look. First time in, 10 days or so that it's actually not raining. So I'm sad that we're not hiking in this. We got 4 miles, 3.7 miles to Dix Creek Gap, and we're going to get a shuttle into Hiawassi and Nero today. Got a resupply, and then I forget, I don't even know what the next stop is. But I'll update you, but we're just packing up. We're going to hit the trail, and yeah, in the bright sun. So we'll have a nice day in town and not on the trail. Maybe the rain is broke. Maybe it won't rain for a week. But it's been raining nonstop every day for 10 days. On today's episode of Don't Be That Guy or Gal, please don't clip your toenails in the shelter. That is disgusting for the next person to set up their sleeping pad and sit down and see someone's toenails. Don't be that guy. My random thoughts as I walk away from the shelter, that this is where I was last year on my birthday. I do apologize if I already mentioned that, but I tented. It was a beautiful night, a little chilly, and everyone at the shelter and campsite saying happy birthday to me. So it's a little different experience this year. So it was really cold, and thunderstorms, and the wind was blowing right under the shelter, and the rain didn't get in. It got close to our feet, but didn't quite touch. My sleeping bag feels damp just because of the moisture in the air, not because the rain really necessarily made it into the shelter. So we are just going 3.7 miles to Dix Creek Gap and going into town. Part of me is really glad that it's a nice sunny day. The other part's wishing that it was a hiking day more than the 3.7 miles. Joel's not quite ready, so I said I'll just go ahead and he'll catch me in about 5 minutes, because that's how it goes. As soon as I have cell service, I'm going to try to reach the Jerseys. A couple that I met on Blood Mountain. They're going a little bit faster than my pace, but they're like one hiking day ahead. So they're in Hiawassi, so maybe I can catch up with them and we can see them at lunch or something. They're at the Budget Inn, but there's no hot water. Last night anyway, so I'm not interested in staying there if there's no hot water. This was our water source last night. The trail that I'm looking at this morning, this is just the blue blaze that's off the AT leading to Deep Gap Shelter. And it's pretty long. I didn't look at the mileage, maybe 0.2. I don't know, from the trail to the shelter. So there you have it. It's the 24th of February, I believe, so day 10, but there was some time off in between at Blood Mountain Cabins. So I'll average out my miles and let you know. We should be in North Carolina. I'm not sure if we're going to zero tomorrow or not, but I'll update you. But I think the next hiking day, I think we'll be in North Carolina, or no more than 2 more hiking days. Yay! This is the first sort of view since the first day or two. You can barely see across, but you can see a mountain on the other side. That's uplifting. Woo, climbing something. I don't know what it is. It's a mountain. Gap. Huddle House for breakfast. We want omelets with cheese or eggs over easy and break the yolk over the darkest toast they have. Some home fries, a huge glass of orange juice, crispy bacon, and then digest and have a big dinner somewhere. Yes. We are complete.
Red Rooster! Red Rooster! Don't stay here, Red Rooster!
Okay, so confession time. This woman has...
Red Rooster!
No, stop.
You are trash! I'm sorry. That's my rant.
Okay, are you done ranting? So Sean here, which is part of... What's your channel?
Jersey Redneck.
Jersey Redneck. Go check them out. So her and her husband up there. We're both in Hiawassi. We're staying at the Mull Inn, M-U-L-L.
Yeah.
And all I did was, so we met on Blood Mountain.
Yep.
And I zipped past you uphill, but then going downhill, what happened?
I don't remember.
You got it in your head. I just want to get my pack off, and you just like went 9 miles an hour to the cabins. So that was a few days ago. So anyway, here we are in Hiawassi. And now we're going for Mexican food.
We're gonna sleep, we're gonna hike,
yes,
and we're gonna get Katahdin.
So Jersey Redneck and Joel and your husband, Jim, are ahead, but they're irrelevant. We're walking together. I'm having girl time, and I love
time.
you.
Mwah.
Here's our little trail family at Monte Alban in Hiawassi. We've got the Jerseys, Sean and Jim. We have Joel here. Joel, say hello. And I don't know who I am.
Yeah.
We are enjoying our Mexican feast on a 0 day, enjoying each other's company.
Yes, ma'am.
And heading up the trail.
We're heading out tomorrow, and you guys are heading out next week.
We're 1 day behind them, so we're hoping to catch them. You walk slow, and we walk fast. I can't walk fast. All right. Good morning. We have just left Dix Creek, and we're heading ultimately to Franklin. So weather's supposed to be great, and it looks like it'll take 4 days to get there. Today's destination is about, was it 9 miles?
Depends on who you listen to.
Yeah, depending on if we look at the AWOL guide or gut hooks, but approximately 9 miles, and we're hoping to tent at Bly Gap.
Yep.
So we'll be in North Carolina today, no matter what. Yay! So
1 down, 13 to go.
1 down and 13 to go. In Hiawassi, we Nero'd in day before yesterday. I think it was 4 miles, 3.7 miles, and met up with the Jerseys. And you'll see some clips there. They're awesome people. They're 1 day ahead of us, so I'm hoping that we'll catch them eventually. And yesterday we zeroed, and I think we deserved it. My knee feels good, but we've only gone up so far today, not down, so we'll see. And we had Mexican food and the all-you-can-eat buffet. Oh my goodness! So Kathy, the trail angel from last year that I met at Neil Gap, which was day 6 or 7, if you want to look at last year's video, and you can see how I met Kathy and Mary Helen. But Kathy came to visit, and I got to meet her daughter and her granddaughter. We went to Daniel's Steakhouse, and then Denny, who's one of my YouTube subscribers and lives in Hiawassi or Murphy or somewhere near here, and came to meet us at the buffet. And Shannon, who I met at the Greyhound station last year when I fractured my foot, and I was catching the bus up to Glasgow to do a work day, and she noticed my backpack and threw hiker tag and spoke up, and we just connected instantly. So hi Shannon, hi Denny, hi Kathy. So it was a fun night, and yeah, but we're back on the trail, and we're not coming out of the woods for at least 4 days till we get to Franklin, where I will meet with Rob at Outdoor 76 and tell him that he's a miracle worker. My foot feels perfect. Knock on wood. Knock on wood.
Right.
The weather makes all the difference in my mood. The sun came out for our 0 day, so I was a little annoyed because the rain finally stopped and we were in a town. But it's beautiful today, and it's supposed to be pretty nice all week. Yucky again this weekend, but we should be in Franklin. But what a difference in my energy and my attitude walking on a dry trail as opposed to wet, mud, slippery, cold. So, yeah, I'm in a good mood today. We're walking with spring and so naked. It'll be so green and beautiful in about a month or 2. Probably another 2 months, huh? It's only the end of February.
It really explodes, yeah.
so strange to think that just a few days ago I was freezing and wet and shivering, and I'm actually burning up a sweat. But we're getting there. It's one of my favorite sights right there, the blaze. It's a beautiful day. A lot of uphills. But it's a lot easier when the weather's nice, that's for sure. It changes my mood. Today's the first day I actually put my earbuds in and listening to music. It's just really such a perfect day. I don't know what the temperature is. It's probably in the 60s, but I don't know. But there's been climbs and some flat areas, and it's just been perfect. If every day could be like this, then I'd know I can make it to Maine. Right now I'm listening to a song that was played by a band my son was in last year up in Gallatin, Tennessee. With Sal and KK. I'm just thinking of my boy now. So if you're watching, I love you, Brad. This beautiful view has just greeted me from between the trees. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a pileated woodpecker in the background. Listen. There. I've walked a few steps and the woodpecker's getting louder, but I can't see him. I'm trying to zoom in and see. Because once the leaves grow, all I can do is hear the birds. Sounds like he's up there. We've set up camp. We didn't quite reach our destination, which was Bly Gap. We're 2 miles south, and that's okay. We're at an area indicated as a piped spring, although there's no pipe, but that's okay. We filled up at Plum Orchard Shelter and carried the water 2 miles to this tenting area. It's really not even. Joel and I are slanted, so I'm gonna take some clothes and just kind of shove them underneath my air mattress because my site is kind of tilted this way and this way. So I'll put my head on the high part and prop some clothes underneath my air pad, and it'll be fine. It's dry, it's a nice night, and we just set up, and so we're gonna get some dinner going. I just put my compression socks on because my feet hurt today. Oh. This morning I had a blood blister on that toe, and I popped it, and it was gross, and I'm probably gonna lose that toenail. You're the one who tuned in. It's the glamorous part of hiking. So my shoes fit, but I will be in Franklin, so I can consult with Rob at Outdoor 76. I think we should be walking it on Saturday and see if he can give me some tips on that. I might need a size bigger shoe. These are the shoes that he sold me last year. They're Les Sportivas, and I love them. Love them. But I wore them from Franklin maybe about 200 miles and then switched to Merrell's because the rocks were getting really hard under my feet, and I liked the thick sole of the Merrell's. But for now, for this part of the trail, I have at least another 300 miles to go, 2 or 3, maybe 200 more on those shoes. So I think what I'll do is ask him if he would advise I just get a half size bigger, and that might help with the toenail situation. So yeah, it looks like I'm gonna lose a toenail. It'll grow back, it's fine. So I'm just setting up my tent and gonna make some dinner. Today's dinner is lasagna with beef. Bon appetit.